Alright guys, what is up? If you guys are new to this channel or if you guys are new to fish keeping, I have 3 tips for you. Simple 3 tips. This is a really quick videos. 3 tips straight to the point of how you can keep your fish and your fish tank looking healthy. Alright, let's get started. Now let's talk about tip number 1. I have this fish tank for a long time, for many years, and I have fishes that come and go. The fish increases, it releases more ammonia, and you have to feed more often, which is adding more ammonia. And you know, ammonia is one of the number one killer to your fish. So as more fishes in the tank, that will create more ammonia. So less stock in the fish tank. The lesser stock you have, the better it is. I know some of you said that, well, you know, you have a 50-gallon tank. This is, by the way, it's about 50-gallon tank, and I can stock quite a lot of fish here, but I choose not to. Number 1, make sure that you do not overstock your fish tank. Okay, and tip number 2 is stop doing too frequent water changes. Yeah, that's right. Don't do too much water changes because it will mess up the water perimeter, like the pH or the GH and everything. Once the fish is settled down, it's adapted, just leave it alone, just let it be. That comes to tip number 1. If you have less fish in your tank, the lesser water changes you have to do. So from my experience, I did only once a month water changes, and I do about 60 to 70% water changes. And the fish seem to be very healthy, and I have not, you know, there's no death so far. So water changes, less water changes. So you don't have to go crazy about water changes every day. And some people I see, you know, like, oh, you gotta do 3 times a week. You gotta do 4 times a week. I mean, that to me is really crazy because it's too much water changes and it will affect the fish. Some fish are really sensitive to water changes. Okay, now tip number 3, do not overfeed your fish. It's actually pretty easy to understand. If you have a lot of fishes, you tend to overfeed the fish because you might not know how much that you need to feed your fish. But for me, I've kept these fishes for a long time, and I know how much I need to feed them, and I know how much is enough for them. If you are not so sure how much you need to feed the fish, it's better to feed less than to feed more. Because if you feed them less, you can always increase the amount of intake. If you feed them too much and it's uneaten food, it can create a problem in your tank, you know, like pollution, nitrates and increase of nitrites and ammonia that will mess up your tank. So less frequent feeding. I usually feed about 5 to 4 times a week, and I only feed them once a day, no more than once a day. And if I think that I need to feed them a bit more, I will reduce it to about 4 times a week. So guys, anyway, I have a comment this guy is mentioning about, you know, you should not be purchasing hardy fish, which I agree with that guy. I focus on hardy fish. I mean, if you have not recently checked out my last videos, you should check that out. I mentioned about hardy fish. What I meant was keeping hardy fish that's easy for beginners because you lessen maintenance, not like a discus, because discus is you know, it's pretty handful, you know. You have to know what they are very fussy about food and stuff. So when I talk about hardy fish, I'm talking about like what type of food is easy for them to feed on, and it's not so much of the water perimeter they can survive. I mean, if the water quality is good, I mean, even discus they can live pretty long. So I really appreciate the guys who give that feedback. If you're new to fish keeping, stick to these 3 tips that I give you. And if you are still beginners in fish keeping, try to keep fishes that you think that you can manage, like such as the one I have is the black tetra. I really them awesome fish. Check it out. Alright guys, this is almost the end of my videos. Just want to last but not least, there's a lot of experts out there telling you that, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, like me, you know, probably so-called expert. But I'm no expert. This is just my experience, just to let you know what I think. So some of you guys would think that, oh, your approach is wrong and everything. I just want to let you know that I'm no expert. but I'll just let you know my humble opinion. But you guys are free to express your opinion. But anyway, if you like these videos, if you find this video helpful, I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up or even a thumbs down. I don't care. Whatever it is, if you do like these videos, do subscribe. I will see you guys in the next videos.